Hello and welcome to another PA Matches cast. I'm Brian Perkis, and today we've got a 1v1 between Stuart98 and Ugelli. I'm going to be doing 2-a-day videos here for a little bit. I've got quite the back order on videos, community-submitted videos to be casted. Keep those submissions coming. I will get to them at some point. Like I said, I got quite the backlog to sort through. Whoa, Ugelli is going for an air factory first. That is a very uncommon strategy, and as I say that, Stuart is going for an air factory second. So we are going to get to see some non-standard build orders out of this, which is pretty exciting. Ugelli's got this air fabricator heading on out towards these metal spots over here. Probably would be better off sending him out over to these ones out here in the water. Much easier to defend, especially since he is using that air fabricator. Might as well take advantage of the one of the air fabricator's main assets, which is being able to go after these in a predominantly land-oriented balance, going after water. Metal spots is very, very helpful, which, speaking of which, let's take a quick look at the planet. There's this giant ocean right over here with a decent amount of metal spots in it, and then quite a few land bridges and choke points all over the place. So definitely some very interesting terrain to play with. Of course, the docks can just ignore most of it, but that's beside the point. Stuart's got docks running around working on trying to scout out. And it looks like maybe Ugelli scouted. Nope, came close to scouting out Stuart. And Stuart does not know where Ugelli is. But I think he's gonna... Yep. And down goes the air fabricator, which is the main danger of using air fabricators, particularly as your early expanders. It's just... I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it because it's so easy to lose those air fabbers. And when it's early on, those delays can add up very quickly. So I prefer to use bot and vehicle fabricators for the early expansions, and then once it gets into kind of mid-game, then maybe, I don't normally do it, but then it turns into a nice strategy of sending out air fabricators out. And got some bots moving around here in this middle area. Stuart is falling back, trying to clump up his bots. And now Ugelli is having to fall back. Ugelli is kind of having a hard time expanding thanks to these 2 docks. So Ugelli's having to have bots move off in that direction to take out those 2 annoyances. And, these bots are coming on in over here to these metal extractors. Going to get in 3 metal extractor kills, which is very nice. Whoa, Stuart is floating a ton of economy. Only has 4 factories, while Ugelli has 5. Both players really do need to up their factory count. Those bots got into those real nice, those 3 metal extractor kills. Very, very good wins. And let's see. Stuart's got this bot fabricator running around. 2 bot fabricators expanding, although it looks like this bot fabricator has reached the end of its build queue. This is why long build queues are your friend. The longer the build queue, the less likely this is going to happen, where you just have a bot fabricator just sitting there. Doesn't particularly matter, though, since Stuart really needs to amp up his factory production, which he is finally starting on, going for air factory, PGen, and then more bot factories. Man, there's just so many stinking bots used in this build, or this current balance. Really wish we could get more unit diversity, rather than just the same old, everybody goes for lots of bots first, and then vehicles, and then the game's over. A bit of a clash over here. It looks like Ugelli is gonna come out on top of that, but lots more bots streaming in from Stuart. Let's take a look at the total unit count. Wow, Stuart has a sizable, much higher unit count than Ugelli does. This is not looking good for Ugelli. Weird. Ugelli's gotten his commander running out way out in the middle of nowhere to build metal extractors. That's just no. Send a bot fabricator to do that. Moves a lot faster. I can see down here in the pip not a whole lot going out on here on the backside of the planet, but Ugelli is working on claiming metal spots out in the middle of the lake, which is a very good idea. Like I was saying earlier, these metal spots are much easier to defend than, say, these, which are right here on the front lines. Stuart is really ramping up his production power. It's got a very powerful, very strong economy, and lots of factories. But now the commander is idle. What I like to do with the commander is when I set up a number of factories, and then I just put up a really long build queue of energy. If need be, I will change up his build queue in order to accommodate the needs, but worst case scenario, the commander will have been building the entire time, and I now have a bunch of excess energy. Oh no. Looks like Stuart has spotted Ugelli's commander. Maybe not. Maybe he's just sending him off in that direction to, not sure. Okay, looks like maybe not. He was just clumping up his units. It's just right now, just kind of the dance. Players are amassing their units, trying to move around and get in a good attack pattern. Stuart's got some bombers mixed in, which is a good move, a risky move, as you can down with the bomber. But if you can use those bombers are real good against docks. And not look. Oh, stop with go. Continue. Yep. Stuart is moving on forward and has got a nice sized force. It's gonna be close on whether he has enough to finish off the defending units. Those tanks can really do a number on the bots, and he's gonna come out on top. He does have he's doing a lot of damage. Took out that vehicle fabricator as well as a few other fabricators, and has stopped this build queue of factories from finishing, including this factory, which was 85% complete. Took out several more fabricators. That was a very, very big win for Stuart. Ugelli's economy is catching up, though. Let's take a look at the total factory count. Wow, Stuart definitely has a very superior unit count and a slightly superior factory count. But pretty much the majority of Stuart's units are bots. Wow, pathing. Oh, I hate that. And now Stuart's units are streaming in a line because of pathing crap and more pathing crap. Come on, Uber. These tanks are going to be able to do serious number on these bots, especially since the bots were spread out due to that pathing, and Ugelli's unit count is slowly catching up. These metal extractors out here in the lake is really helping out. And moving in on the commander, this amount of bots is not going to be enough to finish off the commander. Ew, whoa, that was quite the Uber cannon. Just took out that entire army. This is why you don't go straight for the commander when you don't have enough units to destroy the commander. You gotta go for the economy, you gotta go for the factories. Primarily the economy. Take out the economy, and these bots are taking some heavy losses as they are moving slowly thanks to all this pathing crap. They are moving slowly because the vehicles are selected with them, and the vehicles are just sitting doing nothing on the edge of the lake. And there we go. This is what you do. You circle around, you go for the weak stuff, you take out some metal extractors rather than go for the commander when you don't have enough units to finish off the commander. Ugelli's unit count is quickly climbing and catching up to Stuart, especially with those heavy losses that Stuart has taken. Even though Stuart does have a superior unit count and factory count. Oh, he's hurting for energy. That is brutal. That can really dig yourself into a hole. Slow down your expansion, slow down your production. Ugelli's got some units hanging out here on the back and sitting around. They took out one metal extractor. They could do a lot more damage, but they are sitting. Nope, two metal extractors. This is not looking good for Stuart, as his economy is dipping and Ugelli's economy is continuing to climb. Very nice job of expanding from Ugelli. And as Ugelli ramps up his vehicle production, it's just lots of these vehicles are just going to slowly eclipse Stuart's bots. Let's see. Wow, Ugelli's production is or economy is continuing to climb very impressively, and at this point, Stuart is outnumbered. Even though technically he does have a superior unit count, a lot of his units are bots, and those vehicles just that way outclass the docks. And a very nice flanking move from Ugelli, and Ugelli's got those spinners mixed in since Stuart is using bombers. A very nice move. Just put in just one or two or three spinners per attack group, and that can be enough to ward off harassing bombers. Stuart's got a decent-sized army. There's the commander, but Ugelli's got so much more economy, and wow, what's Ugelli is taking out Stuart's metal spots while just claiming more of his own. Stuart is just not looking good for him. More pathing issues as these armies are selected all together. These vehicles are just can't figure it out. And in come the bots. This attack would have been so much more effective if they had come in at the same time. It would have had a little bit more micro to send in move commands, circle around like this. But, moving in, gonna get in several metal extractor kills. Very nice. Got to avoid that commander. Oh, nope. He's just going for it and backing down. That commander could have done so much damage with the single Uber cannon, but that commander is not being microed down below 50%, and more pathing issues. Stuart's commander is vulnerable out on the edge as Ugelli's army is moving forward, and Stuart's army is strung out on a line due to wonderful pathing issues. Now Stuart is pulling back this attack, trying to use the range to his advantage to take out those bots and those infernos, while simultaneously moving in on the other side. Two-pronged attacks, the way to go. This commander is sitting at 48%. This is where if Stuart were to put all of his production into air factories and bombers, he could go for a bomber snipe. Get up maybe 20, 30 bombers or so, and boom, down goes the commander. The bomber snipes are just brutal. And they're difficult to defend against unless you get flak. Move in so fast, it can really just shred a commander, especially when the commander is weakened. And it doesn't take that many. And these bots these docks really have lots of issues with water. They can move underwater, but they can't shoot underwater, so they don't understand how to get out of the water so they can then attack. Very, very much a bummer. Ugelli doesn't know where Stuart's commander is, and Stuart is pulling back his commander back towards the safety of his base a little bit more. And proxy base going up here from Ugelli's got this radar, so Ugelli has decent amount of vision over Stuart's base, and these vehicles are going to cause for quite the nasty surprise if they go unnoticed. It's just the slow, steady decline at this point, I'd say, as Ugelli is continuing to just slowly eclipse Stuart more and more. His unit count is higher, his factory count is higher, and with this unit count, Ugelli's forces are primarily vehicles, so they really outnumber or outclass Stuart. Stuart looks like he's going to be going for the all-in as his commander's moving forward into this lake. Gonna try and use his superior health to maybe get in a snipe as Stuart's forces are just trying to flank around and get in, but those are all bots and they're just going to get slaughtered by these Infernos and Bolos. Stuart's commander is moving forward. If it goes unnoticed, that could be quite the nasty surprise. Might even be able to go for the draw. But Ugelli's commander is moving away. Not sure if that's intentional. Nope, just going to build more factories. And this force is from Ugelli is moving on into Stuart's base. Yeah, just I think this is the end as Stuart's commander is moving on forward. So let's go ahead and speed things up since we all know what is coming. Yep, Stuart's commander has been spotted as Ugelli's entire forces are sent to chase down that commander. And it's, yep, just a matter of time. Commander's on the run. Nope, now it's just sitting there as the forces are sitting there. What? Come on, go, go, go. I'll make you go with my chronocam. Now the commander is running and running, and there we go. Now the forces are chasing after him. Nope, now they're not. Now they are. Come on, just finish him off. Just finish it. There we go. That's more like it. Thanks for the submission, Stuart. If y'all have a match that you think other people would enjoy watching, let me know. Head on over to pamatches.com/submit. If it's any good, I'll cast it. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comments, and drop a like and a subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you next time.